get done today?
I mean, the players. It's all about the players being able to make plays on both sides of the basketball. You know, I just want to apologize to the basketball community. You know, when you're playing in championship games like this, in our league, things get heated. No bad intentions. They just try, their emotions got so far ahead of them that sometimes these things happen. So I want to apologize for us playing a part in that, because that's not who we are and that's not what we're about. But I'm happy for the players that were able to finish the game and get us another championship.
Coach, how will you address this with your team?
I mean, we're going to talk about it. We've always talked about it. Never leave the bench. You know, never get too high with the highs or low with the lows. It's hard when you're playing. I played this game a long time, and I can't tell you I was a saint at all times, okay? Your emotions get the best of you. It's unfortunate that the players that got ejected can't be a part of the celebration.
Hey, welcome back to Black Press. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Now let's get to it.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm Miko Trish.
I'm your boy, Mr. Divine.
And we are
Black Press.
If this is your first time watching, please remember to hit like, comment, share, and
Subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications for all future episodes.
Yeah.
Hey, women's basketball is on the up and up.
It is.
I'm
glad to see it.
Arizona. The Arizona team has just sold out their season tickets. First female team to ever do it. Sold out all the seats on their season tickets. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So big up to women's sports. So yeah, but of course with the good comes the bad, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
So, yeah.
So the officials are at the monitor looking at this again. There's also police escorting a fan out who leapt over the scorer's table onto the court.
Aaron Milton, the brother of LSU guard Flaujae Johnson, found himself in handcuffs, charged with assault and battery as well as disorderly conduct by the Greenville Police Department. The altercation erupted after South Carolina forward Camila Cardozo shoved Johnson to the court during the intense matchup. Milton, aged 24, made a bold leap over the scorer's table, disregarding any barriers, and pushed past an SEC employee to reach the court. Amidst the chaos, he briefly engaged with Cardozo before law enforcement intervened and escorted him away. Released from custody on Monday after posting bonds of $1,087.50 for each charge, Milton now faces potential penalties of 30 days in jail or fines under South Carolina law, with both charges classified as misdemeanors. This incident sheds light on a broader issue plaguing college basketball: court storming. Fans rushing onto the court prematurely has become a growing concern, endangering players and escalating tensions. Previous incidents involving NCAA stars like Caitlin Clark and Kyle Filipowski have underscored the need for stricter security measures and preventative actions. While some conferences impose fines for such breaches, enforcement remains a challenge, prompting calls for a unified approach to maintain safety and order in college basketball arenas. In the aftermath of the scuffle, authorities in Greenville swiftly intervened to contain the situation. Despite Cardozo's ejection and the dismissal of several players from both teams, the South Carolina Gamecocks clinched their 8th championship in a decade, albeit with a reduced roster. As per NCAA regulations, Cardozo will be sidelined for South Carolina's upcoming NCAA tournament opener, serving as a stark reminder of the consequences of on-court altercations in collegiate athletics.
Yeah, Angel, to that point, I wanted to get you to expound a little bit more on how this team, as shorthanded as you guys were and how beaten, banged up as you guys were, this is the #1 team in the country, and you guys gave them everything that they could handle again today.
We're not going to make that an excuse. We're not scared of South Carolina, and I'm going to repeat that. We're not scared of South Carolina. And a lot of people are scared of them, and we came in and battled to the end. And, of course, we came up short, but we'll see them again.
Okay. Now we got a response from the coach.
No one wants to be a part of that. No one wants to see that ugliness. But I can tell you this. I wish she would have pushed Angel Reese. Don't push a kid. You 6'8". Don't push somebody that little. That was uncalled for, in my opinion. Let those two girls that were jawing, let them go at it.
Reed?
But I'm going to say this. Fly J came to me after the game, right after the game, and she just apologized and said she's not that type of player. And I really appreciate that. There's something that somebody won't ever hear if I didn't say anything. And she's not. She's a really good person. Things just got escalated. I'll take responsibility for what happened from our side of it, which is we don't, we talk about these things as a team, and we try to, as much as possible, express to them how not to react in those type of situations. But real time is real time. And I know that, anybody, Camilla, as well as the other 4 or 5 players that were ejected, I know if they had a chance to do it all over again, they would do it differently. But now we have that. I just don't want.
But in this instance, I think it's okay. Like, it's not okay for it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, the people that were
The
aggressors, right, exactly. They got put out the game.
Yeah.
And then the game kept going. I don't understand why the coach is sitting there doing her communications with the press with the net around your neck. Like,
Yeah, because they won.
right. But when there's a brawl that happens, you're supposed to take it down a notch and come on the scene with cool head.
Being humble.
Yeah, being humble.
Years. How did you get it done today?
I mean, the players. It's all about the players being able to make plays on both sides of the basketball. I just want to apologize to the basketball community. When you're playing in championship games like this, in our league, things get heated. No bad intentions. They just try. Their emotions got so far ahead of them that sometimes these things happen. So I want to apologize for us playing a part in that, because that's not who we are and that's not what we're about. But I'm happy for the players that were able to finish the game and get us another championship.
Coach, how will you address this with your team?
We're going to talk about it. We've always talked about it. Never leave the bench. Never get too high with the highs or low with the lows. It's hard when you're playing. I played this game a long time, and I can't tell you I was a saint at all times. Okay? Your emotions get the best of you. It's unfortunate that the players that got ejected can't be a part of the celebration.
She was like, yeah.
She wasn't having
It
it.
happened. We did it.
Mhm.
But we won.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But LSU was pissed.
Yeah.
Obviously, they was still pissed. So, honestly, like I said, I understand. Things happen. In the heat of the game, stuff happens, right?
Mhm.
And sometimes you make decisions that you might not have made if you had a cooler head.
Yeah.
But as long as you don't get the Draymond Green status where, like, you have a history of
Playing
being, pretty much
playing them
assaulting somebody on the court consistently.
Mhm.
But I didn't watch the game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I understand. Okay, from what I see happen is somebody verbal altercation, and gets into and then somebody from somebody else on the team goes to do something in support of their teammate.
Yeah.
And
You're
you got to realize it's always somebody on the crew that's gonna pop off. Like, no matter what happened, it's somebody on that crew that you ain't got to do nothing but say what, and they gonna start swinging on somebody.
Mhm.
But you can't do it on the court.
Yeah.
You really ain't supposed to do it in life. It's better to try to deconflict the situation, and I think that needs to definitely be talked about more, especially in our college sports, because so many college players end up in violent situations.
Yeah. Losing
because
life and stuff.
yeah, because being really good on the court could also make you feel kind of cocky or
arrogant.
invincible, and then until like something happened at what was it? Where that state last year where those two basketball players
Oh yeah.
ended up, one of them losing their life and the other one going to prison
Yeah.
because we get this idea where we're bigger than life. You're not bigger than life. You can lose it real quick, and altercations can happen. So, big up to LSU, Alabama coach. Big up to her because she got black coach. So, no, it was South Carolina. South Carolina coach, but still, it needs to be said. Like all of this stuff needs to be. We have to talk about it.
Yeah.
And it needs to be talked about not just after the game, but before the next game too.
Yeah. Set
Because
some standards.
yeah, there has to be reminders that you can't do that
Mm-hmm.
because we have enough going on outside of the arena
Mm-hmm.
that where people are just losing their minds. We have to learn to have cooler heads. Like we can't pop off on over every situation
Yeah.
because that's what we already have.
Mm-hmm.
We got police popping off every situation. We got each other popping off every situation and taking each other's lives. And I mean, honestly, I feel like when is it gonna stop? But
Yeah.
that's way beyond sports.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think? Do you think that it's always wanted to just run up? If your friend get into a verbal altercation, should you just run up and jump in it?
You don't run that for me?
For over a verbal confrontation?
Yeah.
Actually, it depends on who you're in a verbal altercation with. Because if you're with somebody talking to somebody of equal size, and you popping off at the mouth, and she popping off, then guess what? Hey, one of y'all either gonna have to, turn tail, or y'all gonna fight. We gonna see what happens. But I would be on the outside like y'all shouldn't do that. Look, no, but if somebody else step in it, then they might get their head knocked off.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
and if you start losing, then but here's also if she's coming at you
Mhm.
and you're trying to deconflict the situation, then
Yeah.
I'm gonna step in and be like, "What you gonna do? Hit her?
Let's just go.
Who to who? Me?" Then I'm gonna put my head down. I have no glass jaw. I done been hit with way worse than a little girl. If she your size, she a little girl. But I've been
Hey,
hit
I'm
with.
small,
I mean,
but
I've been
light,
hit.
okay?
I've been hit with all kind of stuff, and I ain't about taken out yet. So I can eat 2 or 3, 3 or 4 if I have to, and then once I get close, it's a wrap.
man.
But anyway, what do you think out there in the YouTube land?
Let us know.
Should you jump in automatic? I don't think. See, and I don't think. I think there's a difference between having your partner's back or having your friend's back and
Mhm.
just being reckless.
Yeah.
And that's a conversation that we need to have too. I mean, I know I was going to say, what do you think? Like, comment, and subscribe. But it is a very big conversation that we really need to have amongst each other. Should we always just jump in and pop off if something starts to get confrontational?
Yep.
Because just because it's starting to get confrontational does not mean you have to escalate the situation when it can be de-escalated and we can all go home alive.
Mhm.
And that thing needs to be talked about. Y'all, like, we need to have that conversation within our cliques.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, something pop off, let me try to handle it. Don't swing unless I swing.
Yeah. That's conversations
Don't-
that people need to have before they go out.
Yes.
to clubs and
Don't
stuff
swing
like that.
unless I swing, or don't swing unless I get hit. If I get hit, burn that mother sucker to the ground. But if they ain't swung on me and when we just having words, let me have my words. Maybe he or she will figure out that I'm right and walk away. And then you can also just have somebody back. Like, okay, I remember I was in a club in Atlanta. This was Atrium way back in the day.
At least you better say like the 80s.
No, no. But I was in the Atrium
Mhm.
way back in the day, and so I went out with some friends, and then I had took my sister. Was she with me at that time? I think she might have been. But anyway, so I accidentally stepped on somebody's shoe, right? And I said my bad because I'm not a malicious person. I said my bad,
When you take fall,
and he
it's-
looked at me, And he looked at me like he wanted to do something. And I looked at him and was like, this ain't the day, bro. This ain't the day. Right? And he acted like he wanted to do something, but then for some reason, he just like, he was like, I'll be right back. And he like walked away. And then I turned around and like 3 of my homies, 2 of them who I didn't even know was there, was behind me, standing there like, what you want to do? But I was not trying to escalate the situation, even when I didn't know they were behind me. And even if I did know, I still would not have tried to escalate. I really still would have probably even told him even more, this is not what you want. Because if I know my homies back behind me, we ready to ride till that thing fall off before you gonna get one over on us. So, and then somebody started shooting outside, but it wasn't him. If it was, he wasn't aiming at me. But the point is, like, you don't have to go straight from 0 to 10.
Yeah.
It's true. That's what people want to do in the country too, though. But all right, let me shut up. I run this thing out 30 minutes in one video. So, what do you think? What do you think about the sport, the game, the fights, the life? Comment. Tell us what you think. And be sure to like, comment,
Share and
subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications for all future episodes. I'm your boy, Mr. Define.
I'm Gutches.
And we are Black Press.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.